Hello, hello. This is Mr. Fox. Welcome to Inner and Outer Beauty. Okay, I'm so excited. I was away for 2 weeks, but I am back. If this is your first time to see me, my name is Mr. Fox. I'm an independent health and beauty consultant for the past 15 years. So I'm so excited. I'm so passionate about inner and outer beauty because when I was growing up, I used to think beauty is all about in the from the outside. And then as I grew up, I learned true beauty starts from the inside. What you eat, what you think, like what you do, that gives you that wholesome beauty. So today I have an exciting topic I want to talk to you about, and this is kind of connected to my own life. So, the title for today is The Beauty of Redesigning Your Life. Okay, the beauty of redesigning your life. And what does that even mean, redesigning your life? Can anybody redesign their lives? Yes, we can. So, I've got questions I'm going to be asking even if you're going to be watching as a live or as a replay, I would appreciate you answering those questions. So the first question I will ask you is your current life. Are you happy? Are you happy, like really happy with your career? Are you happy with your choice for school? Like, are you really happy? And if the answer is yes, good for you. If the answer is no, why? Why are you not happy? If it's a career, you can change. If it's a job, you can change. If it's a business, you can change, right? And then the important question is, do you want a change? Do you want a change? Sometimes when we look at our life, everything is just perfect. We are happy emotionally, physically, financially, everything is just going great. Sometimes it's easy to be content with just a few things, and that's okay. So the bottom line is contentment. Are you content? Are you content with your life? Because not everybody is after fancy cars. Not everybody is after fancy houses or trips. Some people, they're just okay having food on the table, close to where a reliable car to drive them, they are good. So if you are in that stage, that's really good. But if you are not, my question is, what are you going to do about it? I have this new phrase I'm using on myself. I call it, I'm living my life by design, not by default. Living my life by design, not by default. So you'll be asking, what do you mean? There are situations that happens in our lives that we feel we have no choice in the matter, that we feel our opinion doesn't matter. We go with the flow. Sometimes it's the way we were raised up, whereby you just follow. Even when you feel deep down inside that you don't want to do it, you still do it. So are you living your life by design? If you are going to college, that course you are taking, was it your choice or is by default? Maybe it's because everybody is in your family is in that certain profession, so you gotta follow suit. Or it's what your parents are expecting you, so you are just following suit. But are you really, really, really happy? I've seen people who have done degrees and courses they don't like just because they um, they were not able to speak up and design the life they want. And when that happens, there's always resentment that if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for my mother, if it wasn't for my sister, if it wasn't for my uncle, I would be doing something I really love. So that's a very dangerous place to be. Are you living your life by design or by default? we talk about even a business. I love talking about business. I love talking about business, right? I've been working for myself for the past 15 years. So I work with an amazing skincare and makeup company. It's amazing. The products are great. The compensation is great. And I recently embarked in the health, helping people. And I so excited. My book is finally getting published anytime this week. So we concluded everything. We had back and forth trying to get the book going. And then after many, many, many weeks of waiting, the book is finally coming out. So I'll be selling it on Amazon. And also I have my own personal website, www.madetheriseup.com. So I'm excited. So where was I going with this? Now I am losing track. Yeah, so what I want to say is the reason why I wrote that book was because sometime, okay, now I get it. I was talking about why that I love what I'm doing. You know, I work with health companies and I work with a skincare company. I really love it. But there came a point when I really sat down and I'm thinking, as much as I love what I'm doing, am I really, really, really fulfilling my destiny? And the answer was no. Something was missing. Something was missing. I enjoyed what I was doing, but there was just something that was missing. And all of a sudden, I realized I had a dream that I had buried long, long time ago. I had a dream I had buried long, long, long time ago. And this year, I decided, you know what? I am going to relive my dream. And that's how my journey started. And then I started to write the book. And the thing is, sometimes you know what you want, but you don't know how to execute it. But I found when you're passionate, so this, what I'm sharing is for somebody who's passionate about something. You are creative. You know how to write songs. You know how to write stories, but you are just stuck. Whether it's your job that is keeping you stuck, whether it's your other business that's keeping you stuck, you are just feeling stuck. I'm telling you, if that feeling keeps on nagging at you to do something about it, I am telling you, it is time. The moment I realized I have a legacy to leave for my family, I have a legacy to leave for my family. I'm not going to achieve that if I ignore my dream. That's when I started redesigning what I wanted. So my question to you is, with what you're doing right now, do you really feel you are living to the fullest of your potential? If the answer is yes, good for you. But if it's not, it's time to pivot. Sometimes we think, oh, after 15 years of doing this, if I finally change, people will perceive as I failed or I gave up. I don't know what goes on in our heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. There's always time to start again. Of course, for me, like my story, I love what I do, working with skincare company and health companies. But I realized writing has to be my number one priority. Writing has to be my number one priority. And you know, when you have a dream that you have buried for so long, when it starts to germinate, it's like, oh, there's no stopping me now. So after I finished writing my first book, I just decided, you know what? I really want a follow-up plan to this book. So I started to create a 21-day detox plan, which is a follow-up to my book. And I found when I was doing that, I just felt like, wow, now I am living my dream. I am now living my dream. And sometimes it's so hard to go to sleep because when your creativity starts to kick in, mine kicks in the morning, and then it kicks in late at night. So when you see that happening, then you know you are in your zone. So I'm excited. My 21-day detox program, which is now turning into an ebook, is almost getting finished. So I'm really passionate about empowering and inspiring other people and asking them, are you living your life by design, or you are living it by default? So this is your question. Okay, so how? Sometimes when we think about doing something, sometimes we think too much. Sometimes we think too much. Sometimes, you know what, just do it. Like when I started to think about writing a book, I did not even think, what are people gonna do? Like, are they gonna like it? Are they gonna buy it? Are they gonna read it? No, I just started writing. So if you want to redesign your life, so this one is specifically targeted for people who are allowing their creativity to die because of life pressures or work or business. This is the time to really start living your dream. So how do you redesign your life? Okay, first of all, you make a decision of what you want. I made a decision. I wanted to be a writer. And another thing is, I did a video before I was sharing my story. I really loved watching movies whereby a writer is by the beach house or at the lake house. You know, they would go to the beach anytime they want. Sometimes their creativity can even come when they're at the beach or at the lake house or at the safari. I really liked that kind of lifestyle. You know, that kind of lifestyle, just pouring your heart out on paper and finally being able to share it with the world and make a lot of money. You know, as much as I enjoy what I do, I really love the idea of making money and not having to trade time for money. I've been trading time for money all my life, but now I'm like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to work very hard and then relax and allow the system to create the financial freedom I'm looking for. So is that the same for you? What is that talent that you are neglecting? Is it writing? I would like to say, my friend T, the lady who started LCC Media, she is amazing. I am telling you, I want to hear her story because what she is doing is just so amazing. It's not something many people would have thought of doing. You know, there are some things whereby we do the things that's kind of easy. But T, starting this LCC Media with your team, for me, it's like, wow, this is so courageous. And another person I just want to commend is Franklin. He's the owner of Diversity Magazine. He did something that everybody was not doing. So for me, I would think, you know what? For us, it's easy to do something. Like for me, when I started my network marketing business 15 years ago, it was easy. Why? Because I had examples. I had examples of people who were where I wanted to be. So it was easy for me to just to follow their teachings. But I'm thinking about Franklin and people like T. I don't think they had lots of examples to follow, to be honest, but they did it. So one of these days, I'm going to invite them so that they can share, like, why did they have to think outside the box and do something that's totally different from everybody else, like us doing the same thing like everybody else. So I really want to commend them. So why I'm sharing this is, sometimes when you love to do something, don't think too much. Just jump in. Just jump in, especially if it has to do with your creativity. Just jump in. And the other thing is, why people, oh, I see Sima, she's here. I love the topic, by design, not by default. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. So where was I? Okay. So if you're telling us to just jump in, how come many people are not doing it? That's a good question. There's a lot of reason why people don't just jump in. Some people, they are planners. They plan, they plan, they think about it, they write it down, they dream about it, they talk about it. 10 years later, nothing has been done. I'm not saying we should jump into things ignorantly, but sometimes it's better to jump in ignorantly and learn along the way. I am the kind of person who, of course, for me, I think it's kind of a disadvantage too, not just to jump into things. I really believe that planning your steps and executing and doing all the things you need to do to achieve your goal is very, very important. But over planning without action becomes a problem, because now you live in regret. What if? Oh, maybe if I had. And that's not a very good place to be. Are you living your life by design or by default? It doesn't matter how old you are, you can start again. And for me, to be honest with you, when I started focusing on my writing, I just felt like the whole world was wide open. And all these years, I felt, as much as I enjoyed what I was doing, I just felt that I was not aware of what was happening. I was just doing. I don't know if I'm explaining well, but what I'm saying is, when you start to design your life the way you want it to go, there's something from within that's just so amazing. Like I now live my life right now of when I am, like I said, my creativity, they come, let's say, late at night, right? So it's okay. It's okay. Before, I used to be so structured that by 6 o'clock I need to be up. But sometimes when my creativity kicks in at 12 o'clock and I go to bed at 5 o'clock, there's no way I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock. That's not going to happen. But what I have learned, okay, this is very, very, very crucial. This, what I've realized is, this is what separates successful people from unsuccessful people. This is something I'm learning. Every day I'm fighting so hard so that I can grasp it. I haven't really grasped it, because sometimes I grasp it and then, force of habit, I go back to my old ways and I forget about it. But now I'm being very, very, very persistent with it. Successful people, they have a morning routine from the time they get up. It's funny, everybody who's successful, when I listen to their story, they've designed their lives. It's like up to the T. What I'm saying is, I'll ask you a question. From Monday to Friday, to those, let's say, who work from home, do you have a set schedule where you say Monday to Friday, I wake up at 6, do personal care, drink my coffee or tea, sit down for 30 minutes and read a self-help book. After that, I spent 90 minutes of executing my 3 vitals. So that's another story, 3 vitals. So successful people every day, they know the 3 things they need to accomplish for that day. And for some people, they only have one thing they need to accomplish. It depends with what you are doing. But what I'm saying is they know exactly what they need to execute at a certain time in the morning. So I am being mentored by Darren Hardy. I bought one of his programs. So I was listening to him talking. He has this routine Monday to Friday, unchangeable. And he does not check emails until one of his vital tasks is done. So when I talk about vital tasks, okay, I'll give you an example. For somebody who is a writer, their vital task, okay, some people they write every day, some people they have days, but for those who write every day, they know they will not look at the cell phone, they will not look at the emails before they spend 90 minutes on their project. They what can I say? You know, people who are not successful usually they react to things. So basically, this is what I used to do before. I wake up in the morning, before I even do anything else, I go on my phone, check WhatsApp, check Facebook. So I would react to what people are saying instead of me being proactive. So I realized by doing that, I was reacting to messages, to comments, and before you know it, it's 12 o'clock. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. So it was a problem. So coming back to my point, successful people, they have a routine. They might not wake up at the same time, but they have a routine of what they can do the moment they wake up. So do you have a routine? So that's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. So to just finish off, what is holding you back from redesigning your life? What is holding you back from redesigning your life? You know, we have the chance to start all the time. For me, what I believe, every morning, every new day is an opportunity to start afresh. If I'm not happy with where I am, I just want to encourage you and say, if you are really struggling, you really need to sit down with yourself and decide what is it you really want out of your life and start designing the life. The blame game is not going to help you. What is just going to help you is for you to just, like I did, I just sit down and think, what do I really, really want? I want to travel around the world. But I don't want to be stuck in a situation whereby I'm not able to travel with my family. Me and my family, we want to travel around the world. And I've just decided I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure we have that lifestyle of traveling and going whenever we want without struggling. So are you living by design or by default? Financially, physically, and mentally. So I think my time is up. Oh, I still have 3 minutes. Okay, so I have a special invitation. So on Inner and Outer Beauty, I will be on for 6 weeks. I have 4 slots of like 4 slots gone. So I have 2 slots. So if you feel you have something to share and help other people to live a better life, you can message me I have an opening, one in June and one in July. So only 2 openings, 4 of them, they are already filled. And this is a really great opportunity for you to even showcase who you are, to even showcase your talent, and also to be visible. If you're selling a product or you are promoting a service that you know is beneficial to the livelihood of other people, feel free to reach out to me and I would like you to be my guest. So before I go, I just want to see if I have any questions. All right. So any questions that's going to come, I will respond to them later. But I just want to thank you for being here and listening. And I really appreciate your feedback. What was your takeaway? Is there a topic you want me to talk about next time when I come? We want to make this so much fun. I want it to be more interactive. And next week, thank you for watching. Oh, next week I have an amazing guest. I'm not gonna spill. And then the following week on the 27th, okay, I'm so excited to invite these amazing people who are doing an amazing job. So I'm not gonna spill the beans, but you know what? Don't miss out next week and the following week. I have some special guests and I'm so excited. And once again, before I go, are you living your life by design or by default? If you're tired of your current situation, it's time to redesign your life the way you want it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have an amazing, amazing night.